Yeah! Shit! I unplugged it.
Hey. Get him.
Yeah!
I got 20 bucks on this.
Oh! Oh! He's breaking shit!
Oh my gosh. Alright guys, welcome back. We're working on lots of stuff today. Tristan is doing his stuff here.
Settle down.
That's not what we're focused on today. We're actually going to be installing my track vent here on my Mustang. Alright, yeah, so we're basically installing the track vents on here. My Mustang used to have a shaker hood on it, and with the supercharger I'm installing in March to April, it's not going to fit. So I ended up selling it, and we're going to be putting it in this instead of having to buy a new hood altogether. The first step with all this is I actually did need to lower the engine a little bit. There is less clearance up top with the hood vents. They will be touching it, so I added some adjustable motor mounts. I already had some billet Prothane ones, but got some BMR adjustable ones, dropped it about half an inch, maybe a bit more, and should be plenty of room now. And yep, so next step would be taking off this liner that Isaiah is going to help me with because he works on cars a lot. Then we're going to remove the windshield wiper fluid delivery and remove it and get the stencil on there and cut it. Probably one of the hardest things you can do to your own car is cut it.
You guys need some of this.
Some jerky. I got some meat from someone on the internet for
buy more from that fucker too.
For the shaker hood. He gave me like 5 pounds of jerky. We've decimated it so far.
It's been today's food since no one's actually gone out.
Davis!
What? Camaro?
No! Your pliers!
That's where it's been this entire time.
Oh my god! He's been looking for those pliers forever, and so he had to buy a new set.
So
now you know where the second set
He is losing all my parts.
Oh my god. It took the jerky to find that.
This is the wrong kind of practical.
Yep.
I need my other ones.
I think Tristan lost your other one.
Well, no, this is my main one.
It's always me!
You're right. This is my main one. My other better ones are actually at my shop.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and move my car and make it a bit easier for Isaiah. And these fools are going to go get some polishing compound for his valves.
Yep.
All right, guys, we got the hood liner off. We pretty much just had to tear these out. I don't think they're going to be reusable. We'll just buy new ones. We didn't exactly have the right tools for it either. So now the next step is we're just going to pop these out, the windshield wiper fluid delivery things. Sprayers, yeah. And then we'll unbolt the hood here and get the template on. And we're going to be cutting through all this. Yeah.
Fun times.
We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. All right, so we got my hood struts off right here. Basically just popped off there. And we got my hood prop up. Now we're just going to remove 2 bolts here and 2 bolts there. And then we're going to walk it over to the blue carpet that we sat down. Pretty light, honestly.
Yeah, but full weight reduction.
The car kind of looks cool without the hood on. Weight reduction, yo. So now that we got those off, we're gonna go ahead and clean up the hood here. I got some glass cleaner that I'll just spray on. It's alcohol based, so it'll be good. And then we will get our stencils on and work on getting that out. So we don't want to come and interfere with the sprayers. Definitely. We do want to take out this. Basically, when I got this car, it was a well, I didn't get it like this, but this had an appearance package with the hood scoop on, and then the owner, Vince's uncle actually, he owned this car, he put the shaker hood on, so he cut that, but left this. So I covered up with vinyl at some point, but it got bad, so I removed it, and there's still holes from where the appearance package, like hood scoop, sat. So I just put those things in. So we're just gonna remove that. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna take these out, get the stencil. We might not even need to take these out actually. We'll just cut them out with the whole thing, and it should be good to go. You got my spoiler there.
I do. So we're gonna also fully attach the spoiler right here.
Front mount spoiler.
Yeah.
Opposite way.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the right way.
Yeah, that's the right way. Because more downforce up front, and then also makes it so that more air actually gets into the hood.
Yeah.
And it's air coming down.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then there's low pressure.
Crazy
and
vacuum.
it's gonna want to go down.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we're gonna go ahead and get this.
Pressure in this
We're gonna get this cleaned up and then put the stencil on. All right, guys. So we got the hood over here cleaned up. We got the stencil on. Basically the stencil that comes with the kit. You just match it up for the size, and you remove these perforations. That's where you'll do the cutting, and that'll leave extra metal for the meat for it where you rivet. And comparing to this, it looks like there's, let's see, there are some rivets on this that are not on the stencil, which is kind of weird, but we'll just make do. I would say what we do is we cut the hole, put that on there, and that'll be where we can dot the
all
rivets.
the rivets and everything. Yeah.
And then let's see if we have the right rivet size. We're gonna have to run to Craft Warehouse, get some vinyl, because the we don't want to infringe on the jet sprayers, and there's still some spot under this that we want to cover up because it's a bit messed up. I do have an assortment of rivets, and hopefully we have enough of the right stuff. That almost, oh, that fits pretty much. Yeah, that fits perfectly. So I guess that would be the 1/8, or if it's mirroring it, this one. Steel dome billet, or blind rivet, 1/8. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I don't think we have 16. We might, though. Well, I guess we have more of these. These ones will be just longer in there. So we'll definitely have enough. I have my rivet gun. That should work. And yeah, we should be able to get it on there. I bet a better idea, or a neater idea, would be, again, like bolts or something, so you can remove it easily instead of having to drill rivets out, but rivets will be fine for the meantime. Also, there is a bridge that goes over, but since I have a hole in the hood, we're not going to be able to rivet the bridge in, but I'm thinking that should be fine. So we're going to get this marked here, and then head out to the craft store, and should be good to go to start drilling these holes. All right, we started doing some cuts. Basically, we lined up the hood, and just looking at it, it might have been off a little bit, so we decided to move it just a little bit back. Basically, we just need to have the fins be able to fit in there. So we started cutting with an angle grinder here, very thin one, and it's working pretty well so far. I'm trying not to put too much weight on this or keep it in a spot too long to heat up the paint. I don't think it's gone all the way through the back on some spots, but we can just go back and fix that up and maybe just get our Sawzall in there. But yeah, very stressful actually doing this. I feel like that was a pretty straight cut.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Alright, so now we've done this portion there. Now we need to do up that side and down this side. Let's get a view from under here real quick. So a little bit. Definitely need to go back through with a Sawzall or something, but looks pretty good so far. Alright, we're going to continue with this and probably cut back once we have the hood part out, and then we're going to test fit the vent on and put it on the car and see if it clears the engine and everything. Alright, so we finished cutting pretty much all around. We did have to flip it over and get to some of this, but it is pretty much all ready to come out. All corners, except for, it appears, this one. Oh no, it's starting to miss right at the end.
Yeah!
Nice.
Now we're putting that on the Camaro, right?
Bing, bang, boom.
Oh, hell yeah.
So let's flip this over real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Damn, the only thing though is since the hood is, what's it called, has a hole in the center of it, you'll be able to see in there. So
we can...
The only thing I'm thinking is we can still get that vinyl, and we can wrap it under here and under there, so it'll be at least like, cover it.
Yeah, that's true.
So that looks like it's actually perfect cut. That's good.
Yeet.
And it actually doesn't look like it comes much farther down below the hood too, so I think it's gonna hold. Let's go set it on the car real quick.
Yeah, let's just walk over the Camaro.
Careful, it's a hero. Do you mind moving the that there, Bryn?
I got you there, boy.
So it looks like it fits on here with no problems. It's not hitting the engine at all. We're probably gonna have to run to have to run to Craft Warehouse real quick and get some vinyl, and we'll cover up these seams because you would see inside there otherwise. Might sand it down a bit and get some primer, like paint.
Yeah.
Cover it.
We'll figure it out.
And then we should be good to drill our holes and rivet it in. And this actually looks super good.
Yeah.
Honestly, that makes it look makes it look so much more modern. It really reminds me of the new GT500 with the hood vent on front. Damn, that's awesome.
That looks way good.
That looks so good. This is from a 5 to 6 Gen Camaro. Oh, I'm so excited for this.
Nice.
All right.
We should get this in before it starts monsooning.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get ready to go and get some vinyl and get this on permanently. All right, guys, the lighting's gonna be pretty bad because it is dark out. But as you can see here, we've gotten some vinyl stripping to put in between here so it covers up the inside, which is, it doesn't look perfect, but I mean, when you're not looking at it, no one's gonna be focusing on it.
No one's gonna stare at the sides of your fucking place.
So we're getting 1/8 drill bit and we're just riveting it in here with a rivet gun, and everything's going pretty smoothly so far. You just start really slow and, you know, work your way and then you'll get your rivet in there. So we're gonna go ahead and drill the next one and rivet it in. That was a lot easier than that one.
It's probably because we were on a bonding area.
Yeah.
We're on the same. We don't get the popularity. I think they're put in this spot.
Yeah, okay. I can go in the exclamation. All right. What are you talking about? It's fine. Right?
It's like they. Yeah, they weren't even.
And then once you get your rivet gun in there,
Because,
you just
like,
squeeze it a couple times and it'll
They
pop off.
like their 5.0s were gutless pieces of shit. So
Just like that.
I don't even.
So we'll get
Some-
the
like someone-
corners
so I
on
was
and then
walking
pretty much
around
just
body
do the
bus,
tedious
like,
job of
Getting all the rest
doing
of it.
every single one. But and then we'll get our air compressor, blow off all the file stuff, maybe give it one spray down with some cleaner and put it back on.
Noise.
So hey man, it's really hard to see, but we got it on here. We don't have like a center bridge to rivet on, but this is actually really strong on here, so not going anywhere. We're gonna go ahead and clean it up and get it back on the car. All right, it's gonna be real hard to see. I might make an update like in the morning, but hood's on. It is actually very dirty under here, so I'll probably just clean it off and then put the cowl on tomorrow, and it should clear. Yeah, let's go ahead and close it. Yep, it's clearing everything. It's not touching anything at all. Definitely needed that extra little space, the inch and or the half-inch drop. Man, it really, this lighting is so horrible on the GoPro. I might just do a quick video tomorrow just to show you guys, but it's officially on, and I think it looks awesome. It's definitely tight under there, and then also the vinyl is good because you won't see inside the hood, and if you're not looking at it directly,
It's hard to see.
yeah, if you're not like looking for it, you're not going to see it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and probably cut back to the morning, and I can show you what it looks like. All right, guys, it is the next day. Much more light outside. You can see the hood vent here. Much better lighting than last night. Unfortunately, it looks like a bird pooped on my car, but yeah, that's what it looks like in the light. I think it looks a lot like the, or at least a bit reminiscent of the new GT500 that has a huge heat vent like this. Pretty much all of Trackspec vents, they're kind of universal. I mean, they'll work with your body lines because you're riveting it in. It's not impossible just to mend it a bit. It went on very easily, and yeah, I think it makes the car look much better. I mean, I enjoyed the hood scoop that I had on it, but this just looks great. Definitely looks like we needed to lower the engine a bit. The fins are not touching any of the engine there, but if we hadn't put the lower engine mounts on, I don't think it would have fit. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing something like this. This hood vent is not for this, you know, car. this application, so that might explain that. So if you're doing something like this, you'll just need to take that into consideration. But otherwise, I think it looks really, really great. So that's gonna go ahead and end off the video there, and thanks for watching.